What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Aoshi here, and today we're going to be doing something inspired by the protagonist or hero theme that the devs have put out that starts, I believe, tomorrow. They say it starts on the 9th according to Steam, but I'm going to get a leg up and start early. As you can see, we already kind of started early. We kind of have the basis of our Hazel build, mainly because, well, as much as we had other iterations in the Gundam franchise and UC in general, it would behoove me to see a Hazel take front stage. So we are recording this live in front of a live, not studio audience. So that's why we have this flat white Hazel here in place of what we're going to be doing. So we're going to figure out something and try to make it the best protagonistic, heroic Gundam worthy of its own installment. So join me for this ride as we jump in. This is recorded on a PS5. I am aware that some of you guys know that I'm working on a PC version as well, but that's going to take some time before catching up. So as I mentioned before, we kind of already started a leg up because it's something that I've kind of been working on in the back of my head. It's just one of those things where when you're playing enough Breaker games, you start drawing, not necessarily conclusions, but you start drawing into pieces that you want to use. And we don't really have a vanilla Hazel necessarily. We don't even have an early type or some of the other iterations you might have seen through various manga, through various technical manuals that are out there in media. So we're kind of just playing around with stuff. I did try to fathom the idea of using the GM custom chest piece here as an example. The reason for that is as we trace the lineage of UC mobile suits and their development, it all started with the Gundam Alex, the Gundam NT-1, which would be the successor to Amuro's RX-121-1A, the grandpa, but would never fall into his hands because it would get severely damaged and never make it into the front lines. A lot of that project, a lot of that know-how was done in Augustus, the Augusta base. I believe this is South Carolina, if geographic leanings are led to believe to be correct. That would later become a new type labs during the Grips War, but a lot of that lineage from the NT-1, the Alex, would trickle down to the GM Custom, to the GM Quell, and to essentially what we would know as the Hazel, and essentially be refined into the Mark II. So let me, I tried sitting through that and I couldn't, for whatever reason, I couldn't get around it. So there is another chess piece that I can use. Obviously it's not going to be the Mark II because that would be too easy. And not to mention, it does look a little... It doesn't look bad, but it looks a little off for me. Mostly because the arms are not aligned. I had to adjust them for a lot of these chess pieces. As you see, if you play this enough, you can kind of tell. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust this a little bit more too, but I think the arms are in a good position. It's weird because like I like the NT-1 chest because it's a little more like the... Hold on, maybe we can adjust this a little bit. So this is smaller. Trying to get the proportions right, because the thing is the Alex chest piece is a little smaller. So let's see, what did we adjust the backpack? Because I know we adjusted the backpack and we're using that as well. Oh no, we didn't. Huh. Did I adjust the head already? I did. I have to adjust it some more. So just slight tweaks, because a lot of it is kit pointed, so like, might have to turn down the body a little bit. Not gonna lie, that actually, I'm actually super impressed so far. Like, I thought I was gonna look bad. I'm like, this is looking pretty good so far. So the lore is somehow this survives the Grips War. Hence why it's using a lot of the late UC technology. It's not the most prettiest, but we make do with what we got. And the thing is, if you wanted to do like the Jigen beam rifle, it's listed under the Gustav Karl since they use the same rifle. What is it? I want to say the Start Jigen, the rifle that it uses, is basically the GM2 rifle. So if you want to be period correct or theme correct, that's what you would be using. We're going the essentially the high mobility Start Jigen, or the high mobility Jigen route. And I would say because sorry, I'm trying to like look at like weapons here, and it's really confusing at first because I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm trying to sort through different franchises and the fact that we're going to be running a little more standardized beam sabers. Hold on. Does the Alex have a separate one, or is it just the... Oh, let me see. I guess it's just regular beam saber, honestly. That's crazy. Because, like, the big thing about picking those, or picking those type of things, is the hilt kind of gives it away. But I guess that works, I guess, for us, since, realistically, it's not exact. It's close, but it's not exact. I guess we'll use it as a placeholder for now. Yeah, that's weird, because, what is it? The Gustav Karl is a lot smaller, it's a lot more compact. I would use it, but it's not, yeah, it's not exact. Grandpa sabers are probably the closest thing I can use, but like, they're obviously styled differently. The Leo ones, I can't cheat that one. And of course, the Mark IIs are a little more blocky. So it makes it very hard to go about our way of doing things. And then the S Gundam, well, as much as I'd love to keep them, they don't really, they're not period exact. So it kind of makes it a little hard to justify keeping that there. I mean, of course the cool factor is, but you know, we are trying to make this somewhat accurate. So I think we might just have to do just regular sabers, which is fine because we don't have to overcomplicate it. We'll keep the Jigen shield because assumingly this would be part of, well, we could say that it's part of Londo Bell. I don't think it would necessarily have any builder's parts, per se. So the problem is, I'm just going to try something really quick. Only because, how small can I make this? Oh. That kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to do. Yeah, and doesn't change. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to use the round sensor, although... Trying to think. Slash disc. Nope, definitely not that one. Pretty sure the tail might be the thing. I like how it says it's on my leg, but where, I have no idea. Let me see if I can get this right. Because if I can, that's gonna mean a lot of... Pretty close. That wasn't bad at all. Oh, sorry, guys. This is taking a minute because not only do we have to compensate for this, we have to also rotate it too. That's why we're going our way to insert this one. That's what I was looking at. I was like, hold on. It's off. We're gonna try. Like I said, we're gonna try. This is gonna be pretty dicey because it's not gonna be full. All right, I'm missing something as well. Gotta get that horn sensor there. That's also why we put everything to be white, because it makes it a lot easier to adjust. It's getting there. Too far. Alright, I need to change the angle so I can actually see how far I can edge this thing, because it looks still off. Yeah, we don't really have any squares per se that we can illuminate, because then it would make that a lot easier to color. Although yeah, it would be the whole thing, and we'd rather not. And like usually some of these pieces, they don't get really small, so it'd be a little hard to get the effect that we want. Although yeah, it would be the same thing as the shield sensor as well as what we're dealing with, so yeah, it's a little hard. Yeah, and this wouldn't be helpful in that regard. This is the little pointy GN generator, I think. Oh, really? It's not. Oh, it's all flipped around, yeah. It is. Yeah, it'd be pretty much the same boat. Oh. don't really have a square shape thing that we can fully like get small enough to fit there and then paint it. And the horn sensor really doesn't count either because it's just way too wide for that area there. Be as tall as it's wide and it would just be horrible. So I think the round sensor's the best call for what we're trying to do, which is basically the leg sensors that you see with the Quell and the Hazels. But you only see that with the advanced Hazel because that's what's in here. So it's hard to substitute it with anything else. Alright, so let's get some paints on there really quick in the meantime. I'm gonna do... Oops, that's building. Yeah, let's get some basic paint on there at least. And I'd probably paint it to Grandpa. Although this is not exactly working out to what we were looking at. Leave that alone. We'll just get the classic Gundam colors on first, and then we can adjust. Yeah, definitely feels that way. Oh man. Alright, let's see. Adder. The only thing is pattern. The only thing that's gonna like hurt us really in the long run is that edging there. I'll also save it. Or not. Okay. Obviously, we're not finished, but I need some type of colors. Also, fighting food coma. So, I'm already, like, assuming the sleepiness already. I mean, we could go with the amber that it had. But I think the green's a little more of a nicer feel. Shield needs a little bit of love there. All I can say is he's colored, man. Oh, man. Sorry, chat. Okay, there's there. I mean, it's Grandpa, so could work. It's got too much of a wash. This actually might do it. You think it's a little much, maybe? Kind of wish they gave it a little more, like, singed marks on there, but, you know, I guess we can take this. Sorry, chat. Oh. Trying to decide if I want to keep it white like this or not. We'll change up the color a little bit. That might work. Yeah, this might work. Pays homage to the original build behind it. Plus, we're giving it a little more of our own little take here. Might as well experiment while we got it, because let me see. Too faded, we can't run that. The only thing about white, you gotta find actual decals that go along with it. Okay, actually, wait, no. I got it. I got it. Why does it look so misaligned, though? Because of the... Oh. I was looking at it, I was like, why does it look so weird? I think we passed right past it, though. Nope, that's not the one. What's the other Federation one that we can use? That's a General Rebel. No, we can't do that. Say just a little too big. That'll have to do. It's weird. It's weird because it doesn't show where exactly it goes. That's weird. It's weird because it's not even showing. Maybe it doesn't have one for the body. That doesn't make any sense though, because... Unless it's covered up by where we have the builder part, but still doesn't make any sense that everything's covered up and then the only thing that shows up is the thing down there. Yeah, that was very bizarre. I'm actually kind of floored just thinking about that, to be fair. feel like either the update bugged certain things or they didn't fix this, because I don't remember this being a problem at all. But maybe it's just an oversight on parts per se. We'll just have to make do. As we always do. Hello. I'm gonna stand up for a bit. I'm like slowly dozing off because of dinner. Like, it's pretty relaxing. I just want to like lay down. See, that's the weird part too. It's like you go to the body, right? Yeah, if you just hover, just show up, but nothing shows. I wonder if it's bugged or whatever, but like all we did was resize it up. Yeah, it's funky that way, I guess. Sorry, chat. I'm like readjusting myself because like I'm assuming the position. I'm sleeping. Just kidding. Let's see. I mean, we could go do another one of the regular Mondo Bell things here, or one of these since it's a colored background, so that's good. I wonder if I could cheat it. Oh my god, I can. Oh, if that's the case, I'm gonna go and do this. Only problem is Oh, I know what I'm putting here then. Okay. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Would laugh if we put Pegasus 3 on there or whatever. The only problem with that white paint, gotta put like black emblems on there just to make it stand out a little bit. Alright, let's put our usual there. Since we got the black version of that popping out. It actually looks dope. Decal backpack, we already took care of that. Default colors for those weapons. They look kind of awkward with that right now. I need to adjust those sensor things to be a little bit smaller. As much as I would love to have them fill in. So that way if you're looking at it off the side, it fits in those crevices just a little bit better. As far as a regular suit goes, this is not that bad. Looks pretty decent anyways. Alright, let's test this out then. Make sure I got... Yeah, this is pretty much a basic Hazel. Adapted to late UC stuff, but this is without extra things. The fact that it's double beam, that's funny. Yeah, I think this is it. Not super fancy or flashy, but I figured it'd be pretty good installment. Let me get the proportions down a little bit more. I feel like I need to move it just a tad bit. I missed some of the colors there. last finishing touches. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is retouch the panel lineup too, because I know I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. So yeah, not too bad. I think it's pretty decent considering the circumstances. First time I'm actually playing around with weathering a little bit more. Density. Got a little bit more wash in there. Don't want too much. I want enough to kind of not overbear certain things. Too much. To be fair, I think this would be good. Alright folks, so that concludes our building of the most protagonistic thing I could do with the Hazel platform while trying to stay true to its roots. If you guys like the whole build process, definitely don't hesitate to hit that thumbs up and comment below. It helps out the algorithm quite a bit and shows they care, and I appreciate the support. We're gonna go ahead and do some diorama stuff for it, which I'll shoot into the community tab for YouTube, and it'll be on the other social platforms as well. So this will be my pick, as simple as B, for the protagonist hero theme for Gundam Breaker 4. So that said, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Take care.